I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to What I Wish For. This is a channel that I started for all of you who are new to Oracle cards and reading them, maybe for yourself or you're considering starting to do it for others, which is great. This is a channel that I created because I wish this kind of stuff existed for me. So I realized part of my job on this earth is to create what I wished existed for me. So what I hope for you with this channel and with this video is that it helps you get more connected and more in touch with your own intuition and helps you to start trusting yourself more and getting more of a spiritual connection to yourself and to the cards. I started off with tarot cards. I had Gypsy Witch playing cards in my drawers for years. I was brought up Catholic and I grew up in a family that this stuff was not welcomed. So I'll just let you know that I was going to burn in hell, according to a few members of my family, if I did any of this. And actually, nobody in my family knows that I do this right now, but I really don't have a good relationship with my family, and that is why. They haven't asked, I haven't told, I really don't have much contact with my family. So I'm realizing people who love what I love, especially the Oracle cards, are part of my soul family. So if you were watching this, welcome to my soul family. I wanted to talk to you guys a couple of things about my experience with Oracle cards. I got my first deck a little over a year and a half ago, and it was The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. It is still my favorite deck. And I'm going to do a reading with you guys in a little bit. But first, I'm going to teach you and talk to you about how to protect yourself before you do a reading. And if you watch any of my other videos, it's in there too. But I feel like I need to talk to you every time like it's your first time seeing me. So whether you've watched me before, I say thank you so much. Or if you're seeing me for the first time, I say welcome. And I hope you come back. And I hope you subscribe to my channel. And I hope that you leave comments and tell me what you like and what you don't like. Or if there's something you have a question about or want to ask me about, I'd be more than happy to get back to you. So I welcome your opinions. So thank you. If you're able to leave one, I really appreciate it, and I will get back to you. Okay. So my friend Margaret taught me about grounding and protecting yourself before you do a reading. But the other thing is how to cleanse your cards. If you get a new deck of cards and you don't know what to do with them, there's a couple different ways that you can clear your cards. Sage is a good way. I heard getting sage is a great way to cleanse and clear your cards. And what that is it's supposed to protect and get the negative energies off of your cards. There's also, you could put them in sea salt and wrap them in a silk scarf and put them under the full moon. I was told that. I tried that too. You don't have to do that, by the way. And also, somebody told me to sleep with my cards under my pillow. I did that, and some of my cards got bent, and I just got really ticked off by that one. So there's also selenite. I have a selenite little rock that I just got a couple weeks ago, and this is great to put over your cards. It's supposed to help cleanse them. I have talked in my videos before, if there is something that can get you more psychically in tune with yourself faster, I will buy it, I will try it, I will do it. And you know, I'm always looking for the faster, quicker, right way. And what I want to tell you about doing Oracle cards on yourself or other people, there is no fast, quicker, easier way except for the way that you're doing it. So whatever way you have done it or have been doing it, it is the right way for you. And if you can get some tips or tricks from what I'm doing, I welcome you to that. However, my way is not the only way. The way for you is really to find your own personal way. And that is all I'm here to kind of just give you confirmation and affirmation. So, and a little bit of guidance, and share with you a little bit of my experience. So, how to ground and protect yourself before you do a reading is a really good idea. And I didn't even know any of this stuff until I got my cards. And there's a few people that I know that are starting to be drawn to me because of all of this. So if you're having a hard time finding people who are interested in oracle cards or interested in tarot cards or who are doing this, start praying to God about it for him to send you the right people, or your spirit guides, or your source, the universe, whoever and whatever you pray to. Ask for them to send you the right people. And also mention it in front of your cell phone, and guess what? It'll start popping up, because you know that's how it works now. All you have to do is say it, and it's all of a sudden all over your phone. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how to protect yourself before you do a reading. So I'm going to invite you guys to close your eyes, and what I'm doing is I'm closing my eyes and I'm imagining a light going all the way around between the ceiling and the top of the room, a light going all the way around the room that I am in. Imagine a yellow or white light going all around the corner of the top of the room that you are in, and then coming back down through the ceiling and through your crown and past your face, down through your throat and through your heart, through your stomach, down through your legs, through your calves, and through your feet and into the ground. And then imagine a white light or yellow light all around you, protecting you. So that's what I do. And you guys, I've been doing these videos, and every time I do that in a video, all of a sudden I picture a house. A house is in it's so weird. It's like this yellow box with a line going down it. And the first couple of times I could see a house inside of the box, and it was just like the shape of a house. And then every week that I've been doing these videos, I've been starting to see more detail on this house. And it's a really big, beautiful house. And last time I did the video, I actually saw grass. So every time I'm doing these videos with you, what is coming through me is a gorgeous, beautiful house that either somebody's moving into, or somebody's going to, or I'm moving to. Who knows? So another thing you can do to cleanse your cards besides using the selenite is the one thing that I've learned how to do and am doing is putting the cards over my heart and just saying a prayer. And saying a prayer to God to please protect me and give me the best possible messages that I can get and receive, and give them to the person that I'm doing the reading for, which is all of you who are watching this video, and it will find you when it's meant to. So I just closed my eyes and said a little prayer, and I'm going to start shuffling the cards. Usually when I shuffle the cards, they're on the bigger side. I shuffle them sideways. And when I do that, I wait for the cards to jump out. And when the cards jump out, I figure those are the messages that God, Source, Spirit, the universe, your angels, your guides, that is the message that you're meant to get. So the first one just popped out and it said, not for you. And I am going to tell you guys, I'm still reading out of the book. That is still helping me. And I'm reading out of the book until I don't anymore. I shared in some of my videos before, I saw Teresa, the Long Island medium, in the middle of the pandemic, getting out an oracle card every day and reading them, and she read it out of the book. So I'm like, if Teresa, the Long Island medium, can read it out of the book, so can I. So 3 cards just jumped out, and one of them already fell out. So I'm going to use those cards for today. So I'm going to flip them over. Oh, you guys, these messages are so beautiful. Okay, so the first card says, not for you. So whatever you've been working on or you think is supposed to be the direction you're supposed to go in, or you thought something was for you, this is saying this is not the right thing for you right now. And then the next one is TikTok, and that is, the first one is number 6, the second one is number 30. The next one says truth be told, and it's upside down, and it's number 14. And then the next one is chop wood, and it is number 42, and it is upside down. And you guys, I forgot my glasses. I have to go and go get them really quick. It'll take me 2 seconds. I don't want to stop this video and start it over because I'm so bad at, Jesus, I'm going to have to start it over. I should just keep it and let you guys say, I am not perfect. I am not close to perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect anymore. It's exhausting, and it's not helpful to let people think that everything goes smoothly and perfectly all the time, because it doesn't. All right, I'm keeping that in there. I'm putting my microphone back on, and I lost the piece for it. So I hope you guys are as forgiving and accepting as all of the people that I met who do this, who are fabulous. Okay, so some people are going to be attracted to the numbers. Some people are going to be attracted to just the cards and the imagery on the cards. And what I can tell you is, when I first got my first deck of cards, or any of the cards, the thing for me is I did not feel this, oh my God, I could not read the cards without seeing the book. I didn't feel this immediate connection to them. So if you don't feel an immediate connection to the cards, or think you should be able to read them without the book or without hearing the meanings, I couldn't either. And if you can, that is awesome, but that is not the case for me. So the first thing says not for you, and it is a checkerboard being held up. It's a chessboard with a held up with a fortune cookie on it that says nope. So I'm gonna read this to you, what it says. So I hope this message is these are always so kind and loving, and that's why I love the Oracle cards. It says, a clear knowing that something is being denied to you. Rejection is God's protection. Honestly, that line to me is so awesome. A lot of times when you are being rejected by something, it hurts so bad, but it is God and the universe and source bringing you into a direction that is going to be helpful and way better for you than you originally thought. Whatever you thought you wanted or you needed, and you thought this was the right thing for you, this is telling me that God has something way better in store for you, better than you can imagine. But when you're in that rejection mode, it's very hard to see that or to think that or to feel that, because you're just so hurt. But it passes. It says there are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel like you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. That indeed, your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are I don't even know. benevolent forces. Benevolent forces, who desire the best for you and have much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. So, like I said before, it is so hard to trust that there is something else better for you on the way. But this card is saying, the thing that you wanted or thought that it was the right thing for you is not, and it's being redirected. So it says prosperity message. We'll read about what's the highest. It says you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed. Although perhaps not at this game, not at this time, know when to fold your cards. Okay. I feel like I hate giving bad news. And this is not, I feel like no news is bad. I feel like everything is here for our highest good and for your best possible thing. That God, Spirit, your guides, your angels, the universe, whoever, or source, whoever you feel a connection to. And even if you don't feel a connection yet, it is okay. It doesn't mean you're not meant to do this. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to get a connection. It took me a long time to feel a spiritual connection. Like I was 23 years sober before I felt a connection to God. So, and that was about 7 years ago. So almost 8 years ago, and I'm 48. So I'm going to say when I was 40 years old, and this is with me trying to get a connection, to get, to feel something with God, with a higher power, with source. So if you don't have a connection yet, or you can't feel your connection yet, please don't give up. It will happen when it's supposed to. And that leads me into the next card, number 30, and it says tick-tock. And it is a clock like out of your hands. And I know if you guys are like me, and I know you are, that you think if you do more or do something else that you can bring things to you quicker. And what I am here to let you know that there is no faster, easier way. There's no shortcut. And your life experience is your teacher. And all the people in your life are your teachers. And it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it. You're not going to do it wrong. And it'll happen when it's supposed to. I promise you, hang in there. I'm going to read the meaning. It says timeless, divine timing, immeasurable time. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations. Know what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So I promise you, whatever you're hoping for, it will find you. You don't have to find it. What your job is when you are waiting for things to happen or you need your answers quicker, which we all do, or we wouldn't be into doing all this stuff. But what it's saying is that what what God has for you, which is way better than you can ever imagine, it is there for you and you alone, and you're not going to miss it. It will find you. So what your job is after you get rejected from whatever it was, a relationship, a job, a family member, whatever it is that wasn't for you, what is meant for you will find you. And what your job is to do to make the time go quicker is do things that bring you joy. And so what that means is find the things that make you happy and do it. And it's not, you're not going to obsess about what you didn't get. It is not, you're not going to be sad or heartbroken. But what that means is it'll keep you busy and out of your head, dwelling on what you didn't get or what you don't have, and when is what you're looking for going to show up. So finding things that bring you joy and make you happy will just distract you, and that's actually what makes the time go faster. So I'm going to read the prosperity message for that one. It says, your prosperity, co-created by your endeavors as in human-made time and all the external efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine, measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. Make a commitment to remain in high vibrations, thoughts, and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it'll seem as if you will align with your highest calling and your highest good in no time at all, like magic. So what's all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. You are not going to miss it, I promise you. Okay, the next one is truth be told, and it's upside down. So what this card is telling me, I wish I could tell you I knew the meaning without it, but it was like the truth is going to come out, but the time is not right now. Whatever you thought you should have had or wasn't for you, maybe there was something fishy about it that you might have thought you had a feeling about. And you weren't able to listen to it, or it looks like you're wrong, or the truth is going to come out. The truth, it says honesty, acceptance, things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. So whenever a card is upside down, in the book, there is a message that says protection message. So whenever a card comes to you upside down, there's a message that says protection. So that's what I read. So it says, where are you being dishonest with yourself and others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be the key to a beautiful new future where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose to you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. So it might be you knew something was off, but you really didn't want to know. And denial is a beautiful place to live. I lived there myself. And it's kind of like you don't want to see stuff because you want your way so bad that you like turn your head. And I've done that, guys. I've done where you want to be wrong about something, or you saw something but you pretended like it wasn't there because you really thought whatever this was, you wanted it so bad that you pretended like stuff wasn't going on that was. So finding out the truth, definitely, I feel like we're always the last to know. Like, other people know that this wasn't right for you before you did. But sometimes it doesn't matter what everybody else knows. It matters when you know. And when you know, then you can't pretend like it's not happening anymore. And this is very normal. So I hope that when you find this truth out, that you do not beat the shit out of yourself and think, why didn't I see this sooner? Or why didn't I react to this sooner? Or why didn't I walk away sooner? You walked away or left or got rejected exactly at the right time. And you couldn't have done it sooner. And if you could have, you would have. I had one girlfriend say to me one time, and this helped me so much. And because a lot of times when things don't go right, then I go back and just go over it in my head over and over and over and over and over. It's like mental masturbation. It is horrible, and I do not recommend that you do that. However, that is what I do. But it's like you beat the crap out of yourself. And eventually, she told me, and this was such a nice thing, she said, I guarantee if you knew better, you would have did better. And that is what I am extending to all of you is, I guarantee that if you knew better, you would have did better. So forgiving yourself is something that it takes a long time to be able to do, but when you are able to do that, you have such a feeling of peace. And once you get that, you're able to spread it with others. So for whatever this was that isn't for you, rejecting yourself, it's one thing to be rejected, but to reject yourself is horrible and it's very painful. But I guarantee if you ask God or your spirit guides or your angels or source or your guides, whoever to pray to please remove the obsession of you beating the crap out of yourself, it'll get lifted. And please, one thing I was taught is to pray for the person, even if you don't want to, even if you don't like them, even if you don't mean it. Just, God bless so-and-so, for 2 weeks. And I guarantee after the 2 weeks, you will feel a difference. If you don't believe me, try it. And then get back to me and let me know what happened, okay? So the next one is chop wood, and it's upside down. It's card number 42. And chop wood is, there's this expression, chop wood and carry water. And what that means is like, just keep doing your day-to-day stuff. Like, get up, get out of bed, brush your teeth, make your bed. That is a very spiritual practice, making your bed. It is a sense of accomplishment. It is a great way to start your day. Even if you have the attitude, why make it? It's only going to get messed up when I get back in it. It's like a fresh start. So just do the things that you are meant to do. Breathe. Call a friend. Go to work. Do something. It says, chop wood, being grounded in everyday experience, humility. Now, remember I was telling you guys, if the card is upside down, I read the protection message. It says, are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you may be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the dream big becomes a reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Mythologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 steps towards you. So that is saying to me that if you are an armchair astronaut, I never heard that. If you really know your couch, that you need to get off of your couch and make a move. And I get that sometimes that it's so overwhelming that you don't even know where to begin. And I get that. And then it's almost like being paralyzed. The fear comes over you and you can't move. So when that is happening to you, if that is happening to you, that you are just so overwhelmed and you don't know where to begin, take a deep breath. Say a prayer to whoever you pray to help you to be able to move and do something. I want to tell you guys that, so I never realized until this pandemic about myself. I was a big dreamer. I had these great big ideas, and I was always attracted to people who would give me the worst case scenario about all of my ideas, to the point that I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to do it. Like, because they would give me every possible way that this would never work. And then I'm like, you're right, why bother? But what I realized is I never planned anything on my own, and that was so hard for me. And then I would tell somebody my idea who would give me every wrong case scenario, to the point that I was paralyzed. I was like, screw it, why bother? And I actually am not around people who do that anymore. I had to distance myself from that. But actually what I realized, they're telling me the worst possible case scenario, that it felt like, Jesus Christ, why would I even try? That is their gift. And after hearing the worst case scenario, instead of being so overwhelmed that you can't move, what I realized for me is I need to come up with a plan that if the worst case scenario happens, what I'm going to do when it does. Not that I shouldn't be doing what I'm dreaming of or dreaming of or thinking of. I need to come up with a plan, and being able to plan has been very hard for me. So what I need to do, and I just took a class called Owning Your Value, and it's actually a guy, Lee Harris, who is teaching people how to come up with your plan and a step-by-step process to make a plan, because I was not a planner, and you have to just get started. Honestly, I would have never have been able to do this YouTube channel if my son told me, he told me about a year and a half ago, because I said I wanted to start talking out loud, and I said I was afraid I was going to have haters. And you know what he told me? He told me I wasn't good enough to have haters. And I was like devastated by that. I'm like, I want haters. And not that I want people to hate me, I don't, but it got me started. This is my second YouTube channel. I have another one called Be in the Change, and it's Michelle Kelly, Be the Change, and I'm talking about everything that I wish there was for me, life experience wise. And then I started this channel with the cards because I love it so much. So don't let the haters, the non-sayers stop you. Usually that is their fear projecting onto you, and they just live in fear. And I invite all of you, whatever you're thinking about, you want to do it. Just do it. And it doesn't matter what other people think of you. What other people think of you is none of your business. It's what you think of you. And I know it sounds like it's easy, and I know that it's not, but if I can do it, you can do it. All right, guys, I'm going to do another. I have these life purpose cards, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And if you are struggling with where you are supposed to be right now, what you're supposed to be doing or how you're supposed to be doing it, these life purpose cards are going to give us some answers for you today. Now, these ones, the deck is a little bit thinner, and for some reason, what I like to do with these is shuffle them tall. Like, all right, the first two cards came out, and I don't read these upside down. These are just straight up and down. They have the meanings on them. Buy whatever cards speak to you. The cards that speak to me have the meanings on them. This is probably one of the only decks, the Wisdom of the Oracle, that it doesn't have the meanings on them. But all these other cards that I have, they actually, not all of them, this one deck, the Sacred Rebel Oracle cards, does not have the meaning on it. But my girlfriend was doing a reading every day on Facebook during the pandemic, and the messages from those cards were so amazing. So I do have the book for that. But once I saw Teresa read out of the book, I'm like, I'm reading out of the book. So this is my other deck that does not have what it means on the cards. So what this is saying, the first card says writing. You heal, you inspire, you teach, and entertain with the words that you write. So if you guys are, just starting on your Oracle journey or entering a new anything, writing stuff down is so helpful. If you can just write down, even if you just take 5 minutes, get yourself a little journal, write the date on it, and just start writing what you're thinking or what's going on your mind. Try and do this, because it might start you off in a direction that you had no idea you were going with. I started keeping a journal probably the beginning of this year, writing down things that are coming to me. If I wake up and have a dream about something, I started writing it down. I started thinking, oh, I'll remember. And a lot of times it leaves you. So I invite all of you out there to get a journal and just start. Even if you can't do it every day, if you have a dream about something or you think of something, just start writing it down. And whatever you're looking for, I think it'll probably start to take shape. I know it will. It'll start taking shape and take form without you even trying. But it'll also keep a log, and it'll help you have a little better perspective. And when you write your book or tell your story, you have it written down. So the next one says animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as animals are the part of your life's work. So if you guys are animal lovers out there, I get it. It is unconditional love. And everybody needs unconditional love. And if you are in a bad situation or a bad living situation and you have an animal, that might be what is helping you survive right now, or somebody to talk to that is not judging you. So it says part of your life work has to do with animals for whoever's watching this. And then the next one and the last one says music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. And I know if you guys are watching this video and you are attracted to oracle cards and these messages, that music, it takes you out of your head, and it makes you not obsess about your own life, and it makes you dance, and it makes you sing, and it brings you joy. So for everybody who's watching this, writing, animals, and music. So I hope you can relate to that. The next 3-card spread I want to do with you, I just ordered these daily guidance from your angel oracle cards from Dorian Virtue. They are out of print. I got them on eBay, and I think they came from like Japan. They said Japan, but I got the thing, it said New York. So I think they made a miniature version of them, and I got them for like 10 bucks. So I was so excited. So I figured I'd do one more 3-card spread with you guys, giving you some messages of hope and love right now. So I'm so excited. I've never used these in a reading before. So everybody who's watching them today, you are getting a special treat of me using these cards for the first time. And these have the meanings written on them. And actually the first one is Cupid. Ooh. Okay. The second one I'm going to read to you. It says Trustworthy Guidance. So one more card I'm waiting to pop out. Now, you guys, there's no right or wrong way to shuffle. There's no right or wrong way. You can pick these out of the deck. You can do whatever calls you to do it. And as you start to trust and believe in yourself, other people will too. And, you know, doing this for a job or for a living or for fun or whatever you want to do it as, you don't have to do it for that long. Like I started this channel a couple months ago, and I've talked to so many people, and everybody, no matter what their job is, no matter what they do, they never feel like they have enough experience. Everybody always feels like they need more. And that is not true. I want to learn from people who are still learning and that are excited about what they do. And that's all you have to do is be excited, and you got me. Now this says Cupid. We send great waves of love into your heart. I forgot to put these over my heart and say a prayer. But I'm hoping that the first prayer I said for all of them is working. I know that it is. I know God knows I'm not perfect. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. So you guys, love is all around you. And if you are looking for a relationship, it looks like one is on its way for you. Now, the next one is Trustworthy Guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So if you guys just came up with an idea, there is support and guidance all around you. Trust it. If God gave you the idea in your head, it's because it's meant for you and you alone to create and do. It says, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you are ready and deserving of them, and they will rush into your life as if by magic. So if you guys are struggling with what do you desire and you're not sure what it is, it's okay. Breathe. It will come to you when it's supposed to. And it's just kind of get off your couch, do your things that bring you joy and that are fun for you, and start writing down your ideas. If it's not an exact idea, just start writing them down of what you like to do or what is fun for you, or maybe somebody just said something out of the blue and gave you an answer to something you were thinking. So what do you desire? It's okay if you don't know what it is yet. I promise you it'll find you. I just want to show you one thing real quick. See this little frog right here? I have a friend, Bridget, and she told me frogs stand for fully rely on God. So I love frogs and I love yoga and I'm all into namaste and love. And this is God saying, fully rely on me. So that's why I have the little frog here in case any of you guys were wondering, and I prop my cards up on it. But I know that God loves you exactly how you are, and I'm so grateful to all of you who are watching these messages and watching me begin my oracle card, whatever is going on with this. I am working on a room upstairs in my house so I can have the spread, so I can have it videoed in a room where I never have to set up and not set up and set up and not set up. So I'm going to be changing my environment where I tape these videos in the next couple of weeks. So that's something I have for you guys to look forward to, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it too. So thank you to everybody who's watching. And if you are beginning your oracle card career, I don't want to say career, a journey, welcome to it. Keep doing it. I'm just going to share with you guys really quick. I say quick, but I'm not quick. Years ago, I wanted to be a hairdresser, and I wanted to be a hairdresser so bad. And this was when I was younger. And I went to beauty school, and I got there, and I was not even good at it. And I was so disappointed because I thought, if I want to do this, I should be good at this. But I had to learn it first. So what I learned from that experience is the only way to get good at something is to actually do it. Just because you like it and you're excited about it, it doesn't mean you should know what the cards mean without reading the book, or you should know how to intuitively tell people what's going on in their life if you can't. Everything is a process and it takes time. And the only way I was able to get good at hair was to actually do it. And the only way to get good at reading people and reading cards and listening to your inner voice and trusting your guidance and your guides is just to do it and to practice with it and keep practicing with it. And I promise you, you're not going to do it wrong. And there is no faster way. So thank you again for joining me. I will see you all again next week.